Michael Jackson
Carry the
playing on my
award, give Yemi
red album.
Alade. Which one be Michael Jackson
Okay,
now? I
so
know they.
so
Ah, man.
so so who else is rooting for
I
Yemi
think
Yemi
Alade?
Kanye.
For me,
Alade. I don't
Because
want
I'm
for
problem.
rooting for
bias,
Yemi
I want
Alade
peace.
because of from a
for
sentimental
bias sake,
standpoint.
Emmanuel,
I
I don't
think
want problems.
All right, so yeah, man. Appreciate everyone that's able to tune in. Welcome to ATTW Space yet again. We're gonna kick off in normal fashion with turntable charts. Okay, the only aggregate chart system in Nigeria that's given us the top 10 this week. All right. I think by tomorrow we should be able to see the rest of the top 100. So we have some activity just outside of the top 10. Outside of the top 10, we have Outsit DJs. Feel the Mood with Famous, Pluto, Outseed Eddie, and Tega Boy DC jumps to a new peak of number 20. All right. And we have more Ashake activity, guys. More Ashake activity with Remember ranks at number 21 this week. It's in its 30th week on the chart for Remember. And then we also have Lonely at the Top as well, ranking at number 24 on its 21st week on the chart so far. So Ashake is still having some activity outside. All right. Let's get into the top 10. All right. Before we tap in, I don't know if you guys have already gotten Expo on it yet. Has anyone seen it yet? I'm just going to say and hope no.
no idea.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll get into it. At number 10 this week, we have Tiwa Savage with Forgiveness, retreats from number 9 to number 10. All right. Number 9 this week, we have the Grammy nominated Ashake and Wizkid MMS slides from number 5 to number 9 this week on top 10. How are we feeling about those two entries at number 9 and number 10? Solid moment for MMS. Any initial thoughts on that one?
I mean, just generally as a Wizkid fan, I think I would very much like to hear like more about his struggles with like losing his mom. It's not something that he has talked about a lot. So, like when he talked about it on that verse, I was just like, okay, yeah, he's like talking about that kind of thing more, and he probably do the same on his album. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, looking forward to the album, of course. At number 8 this week, we have a debut. Okay, Charlie Poppy's Order, featuring Olamide, launches at number 8 with 2.13 million on-demand streams, making it number 3 on streaming, and 34.2 million in radio reach, making it number 19 on radio. All right, how we feel about Charlie Poppy's new release with Olamide, making it to top 10 this week? Any thoughts? Also, guys, feel free to send requests to come up. Don't be shy. We don't bite. How's everyone feeling about Charlie Poppy's record? Deserved?
Deserved, man. Deserved. Man. Deserved.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be higher. I feel it's a good song, man. I thought it was going to be higher.
Okay. Yes. Nice. Looking forward to it to see if it eventually jumps. But we'll see. We'll see. At number 7, we have a former number 1. We have Smalley and Odumodu Black with Juju. Featuring Charlie Poppy as well, jumps from number 4 to number 7 this week. Moving up to number 6, we have Fola and Benton with Alone. At number 5 this week, we have Kiz Daniel with Maraba, drops from number 3 to number 5 after topping the chart for 2 weeks. All right. How are you feeling about those records? Any thoughts? They're still out here in the top 10.
Just on a personal PR, I've never really enjoyed the Juju song. If I'm being honest, but that's just me.
So you don't send your mommy a photo?
No, I definitely don't.
Okay. All right. It is what it is. We'll keep it pushing though. And at number 4 this week. Number 4 this week, we have Fido's Awolowo. rebounds to its peak of number 4. I actually thought the peak was number 3, but number 4 is the peak for Fido's Awolowo. All right. It benefits the release of the remix with Tiwa Savage. However, she is not credited on this week's chart entry, as the original version accounts for the larger share of total chart points. All right. Moving up to number 3, we have Piece of My Heart by Wizkid and Brent Fires. Tumbles from number 2 to number 3 this week. How are you feeling about those two moments? Fido with Awolowo. Any thoughts?
I'm surprised that the Piece of My Heart one is still that high. I didn't know, like, I know it's Wizkid, but I didn't think Nigerians would really vibe with R&B like that. But
yeah,
it's
doing its bits for R&B in Nigeria. All right, we're definitely gonna get into the top 2 right now, but before we get into the top 2 this week, let's do a quick recap on this week's top 10, presented by Turntable Charts this week. At number 10 rather, we have Forgiveness by Tiwa Savage. At number 9, we had Ashake and Wizkid with MMS. At number 8, we had Charlie Poppy featuring Olamide with Order. At number 7, we had Smalley, Odumodu Black and Charlie Poppy with Juju. At number 6, we had Fola and Benson with Alone. At number 5, we had Maraba by Kiss Daniel. At number 4, we had Fido with Awolowo. At number 3, we had Wizkid and Brent Fayez with Piece of My Heart. At number 2, ladies and gentlemen, this week, we have Benson and Rema. Fikon Wekon slips from number 1 last week to number 2 this week. Which brings us to our number 1 record for this week in Nigeria. Davido's Awuke featuring YG Mali debuts at number 1 on the official top 100. All right. Davido's Awuke with YG Mali tallied 94.5 million in radio reach, making it number 1 on radio, and 2.97 million on-demand streams, making it number 1 on streaming, as it debuts at the top of the charts on Nigeria Top 100. As a result, it becomes Davido's 9th number 1 entry on the official singles chart in Nigeria. Number 1 is Femme. We have Holy Ground with Nicki Minaj. We have The Best with Mayo Kung. We have For You with Tenny. We have Baddest Boy Remix with Skibby. We have No Competition with Ashake. We have Twetwe Remix with Kiss Daniel. We have Ogechi Remix with Brown Joe, Boy P, and Heist. And now, lastly, at the number 9th entry for number 1 for him, we have Awuke with YG Marley. YG Marley also scores his first number 1 song in Nigeria with Awuke and becomes the 8th artist to earn their first ever number 1 single via a Davido assist. Interestingly, none of these artists have reached the summit of the official chart after this visit. Awuke is the 3rd song in history to reach number 1 on the official singles chart without being available on one of the 5 major streaming platforms in the country. It joins Jackie Forever remix with Omale and Wizkid's Piece of My Heart with Brent Fayez. Awuke and Piece of My Heart were both unavailable on Boomplay Nigeria during the week of release, while Forever remix was not available on Audiomack Nigeria at the time in 2021. All right, number 1 this week, Davido's Awuke with YG Marley. Thoughts, feelings? Everyone expected this turnout as well, I hope. Why is everyone quiet today? Should we address that?
We're listening.
Everyone is quiet because
I mean, personally, I haven't really listened to a lot of the songs,
so you're just
that's just. I mean, I definitely need to catch up. I've been lagging. I've been slacking a lot.
No worries, no. But yeah, man, there's a lot of.
I went to put agenda.
Somebody wants to.
Sorry, what's your agenda?
Yes, no. I'm just happy. Number 1, number 2, number 3. everybody's mouth shut. Just keep quiet after. Yes, that's just all agenda.
Hello.
Sorry, what did you say was number 2?
Ficon Ricon.
Oh, okay.
Benson and Rema.
There was no surprise.
Nice
Does everybody
surprise.
know what's it called?
Sorry.
What's it called? The guy on I Will Care is what's it called? Grandson, Bob
Yeah.
Marley's grandson.
Yeah, he is.
Like Lauren Hill's child.
Lauren Hill's son, yes.
Yeah, so like it's expected now. That's the Academy baby now on the way. It's expected, I think.
Wait, are you saying
I don't think
the number one in Nigeria is
I don't
expected
think
because
that
of
has
YG
anything to
Marley?
do with anything. Can't lie.
No, okay. I can't. I'm just saying, like for global acceptance is what I mean.
But wait,
Like to be accepted, no matter what.
Kanye West, have you heard the song?
I like the song now. It's an
Okay.
okay song now.
But you like the
But
YG parts?
it's okay now. It's okay.
That
At
is
least the
what
end
the
was okay.
G's of Lauren
Yes.
Hill gave you, or I don't understand. Because
I did not say any of that. I'm saying like the name is big enough to make everybody listen. Like some names just make you listen. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh,
I don't know that
I don't
YG
know.
Marley is the reason why Nigerians are listening to
He's
Awuke,
a
but
fairly
okay.
new artist, to be honest. And I know Marley,
Listen,
the last name obviously carries weight, but I don't know if he has that much.
To be
to make
honest,
you
I
go
don't
number
like
one, I mean,
for the context of turntable charts. I don't think that's the reason.
Yeah, I think it's just a number one song because it's a Davido hit, bro. Like I think
last name will make
that's
people
what it
listen,
is.
but it will make you go number one with just last name. I mean,
Yeah.
but like strategy wise, like do you think, like, when we look at partnerships and we're like, oh, they're trying to like break into these markets,
Right.
I just feel like
Yeah, I know there
what
was.
strategy with
I know there was strategy because he said he recorded the song before the guy even had his first single. Do you get?
Right.
So I just know there was strategy. If you ask me.
yeah, but what is the strategy, like where is, because like just like you said, like he has only one single, like
If Michael
let's
Jackson
be fair,
if Michael Jackson
Davido
had
is the
if
bigger
Michael Jackson had a
artist.
child if Michael Jackson had a child with God knows any other artist in his life, just because he's dropping a record, you at least listen. Even if you just to hate watch, at
All
least you
right.
listen. I feel.
We'll move on from this point. Appreciate it.
I
I
don't
understand where we're going with it. I know Naya, you had something to say before.
30 BG,
For
yes, now you should
Brunson.
come on.
Naya, you're about to say something.
Oh yeah, no, I just was gonna say as expected. I'm surprised that we even had to announce it. I don't think it. Don't worry. Don't mind me, I was
Wow.
being cocky.
Wow.
But yeah, it is expected. I expect it to stay on the charts for quite a while, if I'm being honest. Well,
Yeah.
for number one, anyways.
I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious if Turntable can confirm who has the most number ones on the chart so far. I know 9
It must be
seems like.
Ashake.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to see, if it's Ashake or Davido or Kiss Daniel, because it has to be between those three.
I think it's definitely Ashake.
But I guess we can confirm. Anyway. But yeah, any other thoughts on this week's top 10? You should be expecting our guest
Sorry,
soon.
keys
Hello.
to my heart. This is the second hi. This is the second time I'm hearing somebody say they didn't expect the song to be doing so well. Do you know that Brent has shooters? That's all I have to say. His fans, they're going to listen, even if the song is not that nice. But yeah.
no,
Wait, so
I
which
was just
song are we
surprised
referring
that
to?
it was that high in a Nigerian context. That's
Yeah. I mean, in the Nigerian context, the promo and the build up to it, yeah, was insane.
true.
It's up on TikTok too, Sha.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
can call
that's
that
also
promo.
Yeah, I mean, if you can call that promo, of course. So, in terms of the artists with the most number ones, Davido is second to Ashake. Ashake has 12. And Davido has 9. Following that is Kiss Daniel. Yeah. Anyway, pretty interesting feats for Ashake so far to have 12.
Where's Wizkid?
Wizkid, I'm sure this.
Wizkid
I
only
think he
has.
has 3. He has 3.
He has 3. Okay, yeah.
It should be
Wait,
3 now with Piece of My Heart.
made
And
number one.
MMS, probably 4 actually.
4? Okay.
It should be 4 from
The Piece
because
of My Heart
this
go
list should be
number 1.
outdated. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Whiskey should have 4 actually.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
And
but, like,
Essence. Yeah.
Turntable.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
it's Essence went number 1. Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you did actually.
I don't.
But-
I don't think
Essence
he
is
did.
already part of this. I think it's 4 that he's gone number 1 with.
Right.
But I just wanted to say, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like the charts, turntable charts, kind of started around when Ashake was like
2020.
essentially entering that his run,
Yeah.
his first album run. So yeah, I mean, and that time, anything he
dropped.
he said, anything he said went number 1. So there's no surprise.
Yeah.
Even the snippets were going number 1.
Yeah, man. That was the situation.
I smell somebody that is explaining. But anyways, shout out everybody. How you guys doing?
Oh man, it's gonna be a
How
long.
you doing,
It's gonna
bro?
be a long
How you
space.
doing?
I'm
Yes,
good, man.
I got like 60,000 links. My DM, come to join this space. I no go there yet. Okay? Anyways.
Anyway, guys, that was this week's top 10. I don't know if we had any other pressing thoughts on this. Oh yeah, Charlie Poppy with Olamide making it as a debut at number 8 was pretty cool. Awolowo jumped 6 spots into number 4, which was good, but Tiwa Savage didn't get the
The
credit.
remix or the
Yeah, it was
it
the
the remix?
original version that had the larger share
oh,
of the
okay.
points, so hence why the original is credited and not the one with Tiwa Savage. But it looks like the Tiwa Savage remix.
Sorry, I want to ask him.
something.
What about Smalley's Juju?
Yeah,
What's he
it's on
doing?
number 7 right now.
Okay. Because that song was a demonic song at the time. But yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, confirmation. Essence didn't go number 1. But Whiskey currently has 3 number 1 records. All right. I think that's about.
Sorry, that's what I was asking. Piece of My Heart did not go number 1, right?
It did.
And MMS also went number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually 4 then.
Wait. Okay. So actually, now I'm confused too, because I thought Piece of My Heart did go number 1.
It's 3.
It's 3. So what
Yeah.
are the 3? MMS, Piece of My Heart.
Ginger, MMS, and Piece of My. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Essence didn't go number 1. IDK didn't also go number 1. So
Remember,
somebody mentioned something about. I mean, that's why I joined.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned something about Ashake, the fact that it's because it was around the period when, but that's not correct, because Turntable already had like 2 years in before Ashake even had this like breakout. So
Yeah, 2020.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay. Yeah.
I think the
I wasn't aware.
correct English for that person was looking for is not that Turntable started then. What you're trying to think about is top 100. That's I think what the person was
I mean,
referencing.
no, that would not be correct.
No,
because
actually,
there
I was, he's actually correct. I was saying that Turntable started around when Ashake like entered that his run, and yeah, he said I
No.
was wrong. So because they were there 2 years prior to that.
Yeah, but Katie was even trying to explain something just now. I wanted to hear it. You were saying even that even the top 100 was not when Ashake started, I think.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that there's always been a singles chart. It was just expanded from 50 to 100. So there's no, like, there was a chart that catered into like what Ashake is
Yeah, it
getting
was
now. But
the top 50, right?
it was just 50. It
Yeah.
wasn't 100, but then it became 100 when it was expanded. So nothing major.
Are there
like-
any, just a side question, are there any plans to expand that even more?
No, it doesn't go beyond 100.
It doesn't go
Oh,
beyond.
wow.
In most places, it
Yeah.
doesn't go
You're looking
beyond
for
100.
top 1,000. What
The only,
else?
the only, the only
Just
chart
put
that,
the full industry inside chat.
the only chart that can,
He's looking for Billboard 200. That's what he's looking for.
the only chart that can get expanded is the
Sorry,
album
Ima,
chart
for all the guys that dropped out.
Hey, listen.
Hold
Let's be calm with the interruptions. KD was speaking. Let's not walk over him.
Okay, yeah, so I'm saying that the chart that could get expanded furthermore is the albums chart, because you can have as much as possible, but even that would still have to be dependent on how much people stream music within Nigeria. So the jury's still out on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Limsy, you were gonna say something.
Okay, I was saying for people that dropped album this year, how many people like were number one? That's what I wanted to ask.
4 albums.
Yeah, how many people like how many of their
His
songs were
album
number
has been number one for 12 weeks, so you can't move that.
So
No, no,
it's
no.
Sorry,
I'm saying
whose album? I didn't hear that.
Ashake. No, I'm
Oh,
saying for
Ashake,
the
okay.
people that dropped an album this year, how many of them, not just the album, albums and also singles went number one?
Oh no, I can't. I mean, I
Or you won't
can,
be
but
able to know that.
yeah,
Oh,
you can. I
okay.
guess you
I
can
mean,
know
I
that top
know,
of
but
your
I
head.
don't because
Like
I'm just
Rema, Ashake,
okay.
Thames,
The
yeah.
first one is the Chike and Mobad song, and then Kiss Daniel and Davido, then Shal Poppy with ASAP, then Kiss Daniel with Showa, and then there was okay. Now I'm running out. Uh,
Your memory is
then
good.
for
Your memory is
oh yeah,
good, man.
there was Vibes Inc. with Shay Vibes and Ways. That was Instagram, and
Yeah.
then after that was what's the
Wait,
name?
this is all from memory.
It seems like it.
Yes, it is
Nah,
from
no way.
Now the
This is
work we
okay.
they do now.
First of all,
Wow, that's actually mad.
this is his work, so he has to
no,
Yeah,
remember.
but
it's
like,
not
but
actually.
remember when in November, are you starting from
Yeah,
He
starting
beginning
from
of
started
Yeah,
from
I'm starting
January.
from
January, and
January.
January
Yeah.
was Mobad and
ah?
Chike.
Well,
Person
you
brain
sabi
now,
oh.
1 terabyte.
This
They
guy.
say whether
Yeah,
it's a
then
No, you
Shal
get
Poppy
brain.
and Rema with Beanie Boys, and then uh Kiss Daniel with Maraba, the Ashake and Whiskey
Maraba went
song,
number one. Ah, mad, mad, mad.
then Juju with another Shal Poppy, Odumodu, Smolly, and we've had like 2, 3 songs since then. That's Piece of My Heart, the Benson song, and now the Davido song. Oh yes, I missed Ogechi and Burna Boy. They also had like a 7 weeks
That's
run in between.
okay. That is higher, right? Higher.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay, so so apart from Benny Boys, which was a single, no other album song went number one. Apart from that's MMS, maybe MMS, not that album.
Lunzi,
Actually,
we are not paying attention to what you just
Shall
said.
Poppy with ASAP, and then the Vibes Inc. song
Yeah,
Instagram as well.
Okay,
Instagram, and he also mentioned Mobad and Chike song. That's also an album song.
okay, but why am
And
I being
No,
MMS
attacked?
too.
that dropped before the album. The album dropped like March.
Exactly. So like you get my question. Anyways, Katie, I get the point now. It's fine.
MMS.
Kiss Daniel also had Showa from his EP, so that counts too. Anyways,
Madu.
Welcome everybody to the space again. We have a special guest today who goes by the name of the awesome and most talented
The native
Wizard
doctor.
Chan. Yes, the native doctor, Wizard
Wizard
Chan.
Chan, man.
Every
How's it
other
going?
conversation you want to have, save it for later. Thank you very much.
All right, man. How's it going, Wizard Chan? Welcome to the space yet again, bro.
Yeah, it's going well. I was enjoying you guys' conversation. You guys always have the best conversations, man.
Appreciate it.
Sometimes I just come up here, I stay anonymous, and I'll just be listening to you.
Exactly. That's the vibe, man. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
Mr. Chan knows all of you. Anybody that's ever said anything that is wrong about his music,
Oh,
he has his eyes on you.
no. I don't expect everyone to like me. Like, if everyone likes me, there's a problem.
How
So
about?
I'm happy when I see people who don't like me because it makes me know that yeah, I'm doing something okay.
See, I
Or
like that
no.
energy. I like that energy, man. Anyway,
Yeah, man.
bro, we spoke to you earlier in the year, but yes, how have you been? I know since then you just recently dropped a Time Traveler EP, but how have you been
Mm-hmm.
since we last spoke, man?
Have I been? I've just been there.
Yeah,
Nothing much. I mean, I'm always just indoors, right?
right.
So yeah, I've been there. I've been good. It's been a good year, in my opinion.
Yeah, obviously you've been busy, man. You've been very busy. Um,
Yeah, I have.
obviously I'm sure you've been busy with Pumbaa as well. Pumbaa Mix.
Yeah, I've been stressing this life out. It's my only producer. So
Yeah, man. Is it there with you today, or we don't
no,
have?
no, no. He ran home today. He ran home. He couldn't stand me. No, he had to
Yeah, yeah. You guys have seen each other too much. Like you need to. You
He
need
doesn't have a choice.
to. I know that's bad, man. But anyway, man. Yeah, we have your new project, Time Traveler.
Mm.
How does this separate from the earlier EP that we got, The Messenger? I'm sure this one definitely felt different for you, but and if you don't mind expanding on the differences between both projects for us.
The difference is much. It's very much. I think this time traveler is it's more of like a. It started more from like a business part. The reason why I had to drop it more than um
Interesting.
necessity to drop. You get me? I
Okay.
needed to. I needed to drop it this year. I needed to drop another body of work this year. I can't go into details of that, but
Okay.
that
Fair
was
enough.
that
Fair
was
enough.
done. Yeah, yeah. So well, it was a must drop for the year, and that's why even with all the cancellations of this person not being on it still had to
Yes.
go.
Yes. I
Yeah,
was going to
it was.
even ask about that, but
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
yeah.
Like, but yeah, um, it's very different because when I knew that I must drop something this year again, I needed to. I was thinking, what would I do? Because initially, like I said, the messenger was meant to be an album,
Okay. Yeah.
but when the year started, we as a team we felt like the goal was to create a catalog that could stand the test of time,
Mhm.
and that was the goal. And the best way we thought to do it was to go the route of like EPs and features.
Okay.
The album was ready, but we had to like split it into like EP
Okay.
and give the EP the messenger.
Gotcha.
But when I was going to do time travel, when I was supposed to do Messenger 2 as the EP,
Right.
second EP. But I was like, people think they know what they want to hear from an artist. When they hear, I'll give you an example. When Ed song blew me up, everybody was saying, they want to hear another Ed song. Then
Right. Right.
and just stayed away from it, and I brought out Demons and Angels and Luna.
Right.
And Lona is far from what Ed song is, and they got it
Right.
because I don't want to be stereotyped to be this person that he they sing like this way, like this is how he sings. Like your ex, what you just whatever you expect in your head, that's what I'll give you.
So right now,
So
you don't think that people have that viewpoint about your work so far? Like you don't think people have like a what's the term that they use in movies when they cast type, or is it typecast?
Typecast is
Yeah,
music.
typecast. Yeah.
Typecast.
Do you feel do
that's
you,
I
do you,
think
you feel that happens with your music right now?
it happens from the point of he's going to drop meaningful song or spiritual music, or like
Right.
some people will call it cultist music, people that don't understand, or initiation music, some dumbass people. Yeah.
Yo.
So there will be that.
Okay.
Because I mean I've made it pretty much clear that I am done past the time of making music for the purpose of virality.
Got you.
So yeah, so I think everybody just knows that okay, he's going to try to make sense one way or the other.
Got you.
But I'm sure that nobody saw the second EP coming through. Nobody. I don't think anybody, because it's a very very. Every song there was core South local
Mm.
beats, local everything, even down
Yeah.
to like the first song, Big Masquerade, that is gyration, that's
Yeah.
making everybody call me a cultist on Twitter. So nobody sees that it was saw that one coming. I'm sure.
That's bad, man. That's
Yes.
bad. So I mean, it's more music. We can't complain about no, more music. And obviously we get to know, what exactly the message is that you're trying to send in this particular EP. This new one, I think, my favorite song would obviously be the title track, "Time Traveler." You already like
Okay.
previewed it as a single leading into the project. Tell us a bit about
Yeah.
that record, because I found that one a bit more relatable, because you're talking about your parents aging,
Yeah.
and speaking, because I could definitely relate to that, just looking at this point in our lives, where just looking at our parents, essentially it can be like a bittersweet moment where we're trying to like we're trying to make up for all the sacrifice, all the love that they've poured into our lives, and that pressure that comes with. I was essentially getting that feeling from this record. But if you could expand from your own POV about that song, Time Traveler.
Yeah, the song "Time Traveler" is it's basically about my parents, my mom, and my dad,
Right.
and being a person that has never lost someone close to him. I mean, so I really do not know how that feels. You know, I have people that have lost like parents, brother, sister. I have never like I. That's one emotion that I do not understand yet because
Mm-hmm.
it's never happened to me. So earlier this year, I had all my siblings come with their respective partners to come stay with me in Lagos for a while. So when my sister and her husband came, she came to my room and she saw a picture of my mom. Well, it
Right.
was like when my mom was in her like, middle 30s or so, and
Mm.
she was like, out of all the photos in the house, why did you pick this one of mom and dad? When they were way younger. And I said, "Mom, looking at dad and mom getting old, it sort of like scares me, you know, because
Right.
I've seen people break down because they lost someone they love, and I do not know because these are like real conversations that would definitely happen, right? I
Yeah.
am not that special that my parents will live forever.
Right.
So, so like I'm like I don't know what my headspace will be like whenever that day comes,
Mm.
you know. And sometimes you just look at your parents, your dad, your mom, how you remember how hardworking they were when you were like a kid or secondary school, and now you look at them.
Yeah.
It's sort of like now depend on you guys to do a lot of things that they have done for themselves in the past.
Right.
I mean, you just kind of like realize that they are getting old.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately, luckily for me that day, Pumba was in the house. He wanted to leave. I said, "No, you're not going. Just play this, play that," and he made that. So it was easy to write because for me, I was just saying things my dad would say to me.
Right.
Like, yeah, well, that was one of the easiest songs to write, and it was just like a one verse thing.
Nice.
Then the whole song, "A Good Name is better than silver and gold, but still look for the gold. The time you're about to travel in, the fee is paid in gold." It's something my dad says.
Right.
Um, Yeah, every word. My dad is looking old to me. Life looking straight at me. Mom saying, "Look for your misery, but pray that she's not broken." It's just basically my parents' words I just put together. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And how does mommy and daddy now feel about what you've been able to achieve so far? I know since you've taken music as a full on profession, what's been their reaction so far?
And my parents call me Big Masquerade. So, I mean, that says it all.
Mad.
My mom, well, they call me Big Masquerade. For my daddy, he's proud because it's not the fact that I'm just doing music, you know, it's the fact that I'm doing something bigger than music. You know, it's more like a cultural upliftment from my own end.
Mm.
Like from my own end, I can easily see. I'm not to brag. I can easily go into the normal music and I'll body a lot of music out there. But
Okay.
sometimes you sit down and you think about like the greater good of life. I feel
Mm.
like some people just have to make that sacrifice
Right.
where you just think of like the greater good of life, and some things are just bigger than the money you want to make or the current situation of how you feel, how you
Mm-hmm.
want to go clubbing and do this and do that. And for me, like I've looked at my people, I've listened to my people's music. Like for the past months, the music I listen to the most are like local, like Ijo, Niger Delta music, or
Right.
maybe one Kenyan local music or one Hausa local. Like basically, I'm tapping more into like listening to African music, and they are so good.
Right.
And my own opinion of Nigeria is people tend to forget that we are like a lot of people in this country, like a whole lot of people with like different
Different
identities.
tribes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
different tribes, different way we perceive music, different way we sing. Anyone that's from a riverine side here knows one thing for sure. If you sit in the midst of fishermen, let me say for example, that just came back from fishing a successful day, where they have had to drink like Gordon's dry gin on the seas to keep themselves warm, and they come back and maybe they're happy and they're singing together. Imagine
Right.
like 10 of them. Bro, you will not know when you feel goosebumps, you know. They sing like I can't explain it how a typical Niger Delta sings or an Ijaw person sings, but it's an automatic spirituality.
Mm.
It's like a switch. That's why Bomanimi, whenever they open their mouth, it's like bam, it's a switch. You're feeling it. It's going.
Mm.
But the fact that the whole country is not educated about the fact these other people, and there are some group of people that has stereotyped our culture and turned it into like cultism. And we did not do, and not we because I was too young, I did not know what it meant. Maybe people older than me did not do great enough job to like stand and say that these people are calling cultist music is our culture,
Right.
is our way of life. Oh. It's like I am in the village in Okrika for December and they are doing festivals and you think one cultist to come and ask me why are they playing this music here. The whole village will beat him. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But we did not do enough to protect it. And yeah, it has happened. But if everybody keeps running away from it, so man, who is
Right.
going to
Right.
correct it? So for me, like that's what I'm doing, and that's why my dad is proud
Nice.
because like it's more of like the kings of the village, the chiefs, everyone they are like happy for what I am doing. So it's bigger than just monetary value.
Nice. So that's beautiful to hear, man. So it gives you some sense of like purpose. You would say in the grand scheme of things, right?
Yeah, I have a reason to leave. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have a reason to leave that is bigger than going to club.
Right.
Being you understand, like I have a reason to. I mean, being there, done that, done the club things,
Gotcha.
live that life. Is it fun? Yes, but
Yeah.
it's not really fulfilling if you ask me. Like it's not really fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel more fulfilled doing things whereby that you can impact change and people's lives
Right. For sure.
positively.
That's amazing, man. That's beautiful. I know, Belema, did you have any um questions for him before I transition? Because I still wanted to talk about the features, essentially the features that
Okay.
we're supposed to have on this
Mhm.
project, but unfortunately it
Mhm.
didn't work out. Could you
Yeah.
could you expand on that? I know we're expecting Ayo Math on the
Yeah.
project. Who else am
Mhm.
I missing? There was another name.
Victoria.
Victoni, yes. It was Victoni and
Yeah.
Ayo
Man.
Math. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what happened? What happened there?
Yo, like yeah, it was a very sad situation for me. But I thank God I'm this person that I do not put my hope in something. If it happens, we move on.
Right.
So basically, it wasn't from a fault of I know when things come out like most people will go ahead and
Yeah, most
blame
people think
the
it's the
artist.
artist. Yeah.
Yeah, most people think it's the artist, but like it was far from that. And also, some people went ahead to blame my management. So, oh, management, you have to get a better management. But I'm like, you can't explain to the whole world, right? So
Yeah.
they can think what they want to think. But the whole situation was, yeah, we had our paperwork for all songs. I am not going to announce a list of a song on a project without having my paperwork.
Right.
I had everything signed. Everything was signed. We had done everything, and for the Victoria record, it was from production issues that just came up from nowhere, and that happened. And for me, I did not have that leverage of a time to start negotiating with the short span I had.
Right.
To get me because we everything has been signed. I don't understand having another negotiation inside a negotiation that has been done. You get me? So that one happened. So okay, fine. Let's just move ahead. Like I said, the project was more from a business standpoint than
Mm-hmm.
any other thing for me. Yeah, it was my own personal business standpoint. Same thing with IMF too. Like it was also from like a management point of view. It wasn't anything big, but you can't blame anybody. Things like this happen. It's occupational hazard
Right.
for me. Yeah. So what did I have to do? I just had to take out the records. Though they were the records that were meant to be pushed. That was the saddest part of everything.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, we moved. Like I just had to do what I needed to do.
Okay. No, for
And
sure. I think
get
it makes sense that these are some of the I guess the reality of the business, right? Some things just show
Mm-hmm.
up that you can't really control. But obviously you've been one to collaborate very often. We recently saw you on Lona's album,
Yeah,
Homeless.
my brother.
Yeah, man. Tell us about that, bro, and how you're feeling about the album in general and the reception to it.
That's the best album this year. That's my opinion, man. That's for me, it's my favorite body of work. Maybe it's because I understand it, and I told someone take out the song I am
Right.
on, like take me out of that project. I will still say same thing because these things are relative, right? They are relative,
For sure.
and for me, I love the project because of how vulnerable Lona was on it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the project before it came out, and I didn't even fully get it until the day of the listening. When
Right.
I went to the listening party and I looked at these guys, the way they were singing that thing word for word, like like a song like I can't breathe. I mean, I
Yeah, can't
can't breathe.
breathe.
I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, like when you look at, sometimes you do not know what you've done until you look around and see how people are resonating with what you've done.
Right.
Then you sit back again and you listen one more time.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to songs like Still Scared. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, he's like he's the he's the one that the normal ghetto kid will look up to and be like, I can get there.
Yeah. For
You
sure.
get me? That's Lona. So
For sure.
I
How,
love the
how,
project.
how did the link up happen, by the way?
We met at first of all we met at Buju's show backstage last year, December. We
Oh.
just said hi, hi. I was a fan of. I'm a fan of his music, like from oh my jailer be my comforter. That's comforter, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We spoke, yeah, we spoke lightly and everything. Then again, we met again backstage again at Victoria's show
Nice.
that same December, and it just felt like, okay, these two people that because normally in backstage there's a lot of ego always happening at that backstage. So you come and
For
yeah,
sure.
ego just flies left, right, and center. Like sometimes it's so hectic to come out for like shows as an artist, in my opinion, because you can't just be yourself. You don't know who you can laugh with or who you can
Bro,
laugh
you're
with.
speaking my language right now, bro. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so for him, it was like we kind of like just connected it twice, and he was like, "Yo, I think I have something for you." Like
Mm.
something. I said, "Okay, what's it now?" I thought it was going to be one of those whole, "Oh, you be with a Chan, you have at some moment and blah blah." So next day, I know he calls me up like, "Can I pull up to his end?" I said, "Okay." No, he called me and sends me the song, the song, and I said, "Okay, no problem. I love it. I can do it." He said I should come over to his end. I came because I do not record where people are normally because it can be distracting. People have so much opinion to give that they do not understand that sometimes it disturbs creativity
Mm.
of the mind. So I was in the studio with him, his producer, and his guys, and he was like, "Can I record?" I wanted to tell him I couldn't, but I had to just do it. I just told myself, "Okay, I just record sharp, sharp, and move." It's one of those things. So I did my normal. I have a
Right.
whole different verse for that song, but it was normal English patois type of thing.
Yeah.
I recorded and I left.
Nice.
Then some days later, Lona called me on the phone. It was like, Wizard, you never give me Wizard Chan. I want native doctor, I beg. I don't like, I was
Ah, okay.
like, so that was what did it for me. I was like, I told him that, are you serious? He said, yeah, bro. So no, say you never put your mind for this thing. I told him, okay, you don't catch me, no be lie. I say I will take my verse. Then he said he was coming over to mine. He came to my studio. We sat down, and I told him I would record on that one condition. His guys have to leave the studio, and I'm going to turn off the lights. So,
Yo. Okay. Okay.
so yeah, because that's how I would record normally. And
Interesting. It
they
makes
told this
it
guy.
makes sense. It makes sense. It actually makes
It
sense.
does.
It makes sense hearing your music. It's shown to me that you don't need national grid for your for your
I don't
music.
need national grid. It should fall. Off the record. Yeah.
Mad, mad.
So I told everyone if they could please just forgive me, just give me space. I need to because when I'm recording this chant, yeah, like sometimes I
Mm,
can act silly, and I
mm.
do know, and some people do not understand. Um, they don't understand the energy that comes with this. Things. I don't want anybody to be videoing me, and stuff like
I
that.
was
I
just
don't
about
like.
to ask, do you have like videos of yourself recorded somehow?
Nah, nah,
Oh man.
nah. Nah, if anyone that has that is like it's like gold because more, and if you're doing it, I won't be recording like the real me.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would. I won't be recording
Okay.
like the real.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, I did it. I did the whole chant thing, and but I told everyone to come. When they came in, they heard it. They were like, so fast. I said, okay, yeah, so this is how I
Nice.
record.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to know how the process works. But trust me, I think there's some beauty in documenting it because, like, just for the sake of documentation, I would think, yeah, you can at least just for the sake of some songs, maybe try one or two and record yourself just to like get that out of the way
Maybe
because I think
someone has
there's
to hide the
gem there,
camera.
man. So yeah, someone who it has to be a hidden camera, of course, but yes, still.
Yeah, it has to be because the moment I know that there is a camera there is this consciousness
Yeah,
already.
I feel that.
When it's not there, it's like I go stupid, man. Like
Does that
you hear the
yeah?
craziest chants.
Does that translate to like going on stage as well? Do you get that same feeling of, oh, you can't really like express yourself fully because people are in the room, or do you get that like it's a whole different ball game once you're on stage?
So for going on stages, there are two things for me. I don't enjoy being on most people's stages.
Mm,
All these ones where they call you come and perform and they will just play your backing
right.
track and you start jumping up and down. Like it's not my thing. I don't
Okay.
feel myself. It's more like okay, we need the money. Let's go there, get this done, and get out.
Right. Okay.
You get me? But I hate it so much. Like, but
Yo.
I hate it. I hate it with my heart. Like, trust me. There are a lot of people that have reached out to me for sure, and I'll beg. They say, listen, I need my band.
Mm,
I did like my EP listening in PH and like a live thing because my EP listening was actually a live band stuff. Like
right.
it was three people, yeah, and photos of it will come out and videos, and you'll see what I mean. Like for me, it's an experience. Anything performance should be an experience. People
Mm-hmm.
cannot just come and pay money for what they can play in their house, in
Right.
their airports, in their cars and stuff like that. So for me, I like to build sets. I like to design the show. Like, okay, at this point we are doing this, we are doing that. The light is coming down here. All those things help, to put you into the mood of your working rather than just for me to jump
Nice.
up. So like for my own shows, I am always I'm always top notch because I curated them. But for
Gotcha.
like people's shows, unless you give me the permission to play with my band, then it can be better. Then I know okay, I'm coming to like deliver properly. But
Gotcha.
if you call me to just come, you know, be a hype man, I mean, I will be a hype man.
All right, man. Much noted. Much noted. I know we had some speakers here that had questions for you. It looks like Lumsey had his hand up. Lumsey, did you have a question for Rizza Chan?
Yeah, with a Chan. How you doing, brother? Shout
Yeah,
out to
good.
you, your
Good
work.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like me, I like to push the buttons sometimes. I'll just ask. Yeah. So you said you had to drop a project this year. I know you don't want to
Yeah.
give us the full um details of it, and I don't think you
Mm.
should. But my question was, why why is this a thing? Sometimes an artist has to drop a project for business reasons. Can you like give a wider perspective? That's what I wanted to ask.
Okay, so I would just speak from my own point of view, and I think I would just be a little bit more open. It's we have deals we sign to be able to make us put out music because music is not free, right? It's not cheap. So sometimes it's like it could be like a distro deal, it could be like a label deal. I'm not in a label deal, I'm in a distro deal, right?
Right.
And this deal contains a certain amount of songs to deliver and all that. And so the way you're feeling, like for me, like I said, I'm an album guy, not an EP guy, but I've had to like break myself into that in this for the sake of growing,
Mm-hmm.
understanding that I am not the artist that will just come up back and become viral. You know, that I have to like grow a community. I have to grow. I basically have to grow from scratch. I will be properly misunderstood, but we have to keep growing. So for that reason alone, um, what do you call it? I need to like do a little bit more. You
Okay.
get me?
Yeah,
So
100%. 100%.
yeah. So for me, it's like I have my goal for next year, and I want to just make sure that next year is a fresh start, and I have to do what I need to do this year to come up
All right.
next year.
Ima, can I ask a second question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
This shit down. All right. Okay. The second one is I wanted to ask Nigerian, but nah, it's always sparks of controversy. This piece we have like a couple of people, and it might be doubled. So let me switch it up and go global.
Mm.
So let's say you have to put out an album. Now you know the kind of music you make. I don't like to box, genres and say Afro this, Afro Wahala, Afro blah blah blah. I don't know. But like, let's say you have to put out a project, all features, right?
Mm,
Say, let's say like a five. Okay, you just said now that you're probably an album guy, but let's say an EP, right?
yeah.
By major label. Like, who are the five artists that you think
Mm,
knowing the kind of music you make, the kind of music you would like to make globally, though, it doesn't have to be Nigeria. Because when you call one
yeah.
person's name, I don't call the other one problem. So yeah, so I'm saying globally, what are the kind of artists that you would like to work with?
Um,
Unlimited funds, unlimited PR. It doesn't have to. So you can
unlimited.
think.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
unlimited.
Yeah.
First and foremost, we are going to have Damian Mali.
Ooh,
That's the
okay.
first.
Mm, mm,
He's the first must catch.
mm.
Damian needs to come. He has to be an executive producer on the project, not just an artist. He has to be an executive producer on the
Okay,
project.
so that's one. Four more.
That's one. I would go with Kendrick because there is a message, and I know he would deliver on a whole different level.
Nice.
Yeah, because they're not like you. Yeah, so three more.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't come
Let
to
me, let me.
Toronto. Sorry.
Yeah, that would be the issue, man.
That'll be the
No
problem.
shows for no show for you,
No
Toronto,
show for
man.
you
Yeah.
here.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
problem.
That's
Uh,
it.
yeah.
uh,
So
I'll go
free. Yeah.
Adele. Adele,
Ooh.
because we are going to
Mm,
make a proper
mm.
ballad music.
Yeah,
Adele.
vocalist. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I go Adele. Then I will come down to um. I'm trying to. I will sample someone. I'll sample Michael Jackson.
Which song?
I'll
Okay.
sample.
Which song? Do you have the song in mind?
Um. This Liberian girl.
Okay.
Ah, okay,
Or
okay.
sample. Boom, boom,
Ah,
boom, 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 boom. Boom,
okay.
boom, boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
The
yeah.
I'll
beginning,
sample.
like the beginning, what's it called? Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I'll,
am
I'll, I'll, I'll I'll
intrigued.
sample Liberian girl.
I'm listening.
Yeah. So
Um,
who's the last one?
the last person would be one and only Two Face Idibia, because he's the
Exactly.
very next
Yes.
musician to
Exactly.
come
Yes,
out
Now,
from
yes, yes.
Nigeria.
now that's what I wanted to ask you in the beginning, and I'm very glad that you actually answered it. God bless you.
I'm here with
Yeah,
that. I'm here with that
yeah.
list, man.
So bonus track, one Nigerian female. Let's have it.
One Nigerian female.
Yes.
Was the person be pop? Wait, okay, wait. Just
No, it
please.
doesn't have to be popular. That's why I said female. It doesn't have to be popular. It can be anybody. It could be any era, any era. And please don't say
Any
Asha, please.
any era.
I
No,
don't, I don't, I don't
Lucy,
tire
why did
for
you say?
everybody
Why
saying
did
I
you
Asha.
thought
say?
it's just a special. I
Like
wouldn't
everybody will say
Why did you
Asha,
say
bro.
no, Acha?
No, like Manon,
I know, I
everybody
know. I was
Asha.
thinking
You
that was what I
get,
was gonna say too.
yeah, please don't say Asha, bro. We all know that everybody does talk to Asha. Yes, thank you, but please say someone else.
Hello,
Let's
female,
make,
Lucy.
let's
female,
keep it interesting.
female. Almost. It's just Nigeria or Africa.
Nigeria, don't run.
Come on.
The
Why
one,
are
the
you
one in
running?
Nigeria,
Africa.
the one in
No,
Nigeria.
no,
Voila.
no, no, because in Nigeria, I don't
Maybe
want you to.
let it fuck with
It will
these
be
guys
Thames.
like that.
It will be
No,
Thames.
no, BSA, don't give him ideas.
He
He
said
said
he
Thames.
said it was a bit Thames.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh
It,
God,
it, it,
I wish I said don't say Ashaki and Thames. Anyways,
No, no,
nice
no.
it,
one.
it,
Actually, yeah, that's a solid response though.
No, that's a
it'll be
very
Thames because
that's actually who I thought he would say, but I just took away
I'm
Asha.
just trying
Slash,
to understand why would you take away Asha deal?
I know.
because every
Because
see Pepe,
because
if
I
you
don't know
ask every
the what's
Tom,
it
Dick and
called?
Harry
The
that is in
gears in my
Nigeria,
head have already started turning.
I know.
yeah,
She's
yeah, but
the annoying
Pepe,
part
you
is
get
saying
my point.
none of them they end up to collaborate with her.
Exactly.
That's
See,
the
Pepe,
annoying
you get my
part.
point. If you ask every Tom, Dick, and Harry Nigerian man who you want to
yes.
Asha, whether you are doing Pangolo, if you actually copy Asha, if you ask music,
it's because
please,
she doesn't throw out features as much.
please,
And
let
it's
me,
so
you get, so if you say
valuable.
Asha now, it's like, okay, thank you very much. Can you say somebody else? But yeah, Thames is wonderful. Shout out
Yeah,
to you,
Thames for
Asha.
me. Thank you very much.
Only up and onwards for you, brother. Bless you.
Thank you very much. Bless you,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, man. Appreciate you for chilling with us, man, and of course coming
I
back
love, I
again.
love, I love that question. The questions were fun.
Yeah, man. Most definitely.
Thank you so much for coming with that chan for sure because
All right.
you have inspired the people and you have given us double music in 1 year. So
Yeah,
we are
man.
grateful.
All right.
Nice,
We are
man.
grateful.
We're about to
Thank
get
you.
into the Grammy conversation,
Yeah.
but
Into the Wahala part of the
but
space.
Good luck to everyone.
Problem.
and I was
Problem.
anyway, but feel free to stick around, of course, and chime in.
But I will be part of this conversation. I would be listening.
In the anonymous, I mean.
You know
I,
what?
Nobody run
I'll,
away. Nobody run.
That's the probably the best action that you can take.
Kind of like Wizard Chan. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
tempted to come and join you in the listeners
But man, you're
because
not going anywhere. We know what you run, oh.
because dead ass these people are about to come out.
Don't
May
go.
nobody
whenever
run
I'm not
away.
running
We know what
anywhere.
you run, please.
No,
This
no.
is the part I look forward to in a
See,
man's YouTube.
so
I
you
know.
guys, I would say this is your job, so you better not go
Thank
anywhere.
you,
You
thank you.
stay here.
It's cold.
Wizard
This
My
is
Chan
job
says
is
space
stay
where
where
we
you
day.
are.
my
With that
job.
chance, some of us we just do this for the culture. We love or
Hello.
hate
And
for the culture.
that is why it's your job because like
Don't die.
if you don't do it, then there is no. See, it's not just okay. If everyone is a musician, who won't be analyst? Who won't be listener
I'm
now?
I'm
Uh-huh.
screaming.
It's
I
not the
hear you.
So
That's
analyst.
true, Sha. That's true.
I
That's
hear
true.
We
so
are
you.
you
not
guys need
analysts,
to
so
be
please, we just the yarn for you.
no, but you basically you're analyzing everything, and some might be
Pepe,
true,
you
some
don't
might
want to
not
be
be
an
true.
analyst.
Analyst
Uh,
care. No, please.
Pepe,
Made them come for Pepe. I
Ah,
beg you.
because they said that
good,
music critic analyst, babe. May nobody attach analyst, come by
Is
your
it
hands up
your
and
good
observer.
luck, good luck
person
to
will
you
start
guys.
to
That's
listen
all
to
I would
music?
say.
Go say
But
you
be
don't know
careful with
Jack.
your opinions.
yeah,
So
Don't
man.
worry. After a
now
while, if they do too
so
much Wizard
now we
Chan,
the
I'll
one
come
holding
and
our
join you.
accountable. Wait, no wait. Now that we the one holding our accountable. A lot will not be analysts again. Very soon,
Ah,
no
be
go
that
start
analyst.
analysts.
You know the
Don't
We
worry,
analyst
know
is
you
I
will be
everybody
beg
on this
you.
shocked.
space.
All right,
I'm just a
man.
boy.
All
Yeah,
right.
no.
Uh,
No, we're
You
all
will be
baby boys
shocked.
and girls.
Somebody say one bad thing about Tyler now. I don't disappear. Go join Wizard Chan.
Hello.
My dear.
Belema, I see what you did there. I know what you are.
ah,
I know. You don't start them. You don't
Shall I
start them.
start them?
Belema, best of luck to you. Back.
All right, my guy.
All
Appreciate
right,
you
guys.
again, man.
Thank you for having me. All the best in
Yes,
your
sir.
dragons and everything. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get into the Grammy conversation. I don't know if you want to tap into new music. I didn't get to new music this week,
Trouble sleep.
so
Yanga will come.
so
Waiting the day find.
we'll hold up on new music. All right, guys. We had the Grammys nominations. We obviously had a space about our predictions on who we expect to to make it at
Why now you
those
give it thumbs down?
nominations.
You never start now. What's going on?
And to our surprise, some names made it there as some names did not. We kick off with the African music performance, which is, I guess, the most obvious ones. All Nigerians in this category. First off, all Nigerians. Is that something we want to?
Emmanuel, don't do this.
Now so
Do this.
it's supposed to be.
No,
Nobody.
Wait, let's
like
not do that. Let's
every
not do that.
Emmanuel, everybody knows that Grammy just did that for making it be like save, but It's just like when you come to Nigeria and you're saying I'm coming to Africa, you get
Yeah, I mean,
that award was literally in the Nigerian award. Like let's not do that. Yeah, exactly.
It's been clear.
I saw your tweet in the community that day, though. So I don't know why you're asking this question, but yeah, shout out to you.
but the Grammys are not wrong for their selection. So
yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to the nominations this week.
When is all South Africans now? They'll be all wrong. We'll be here. We'll be here. No problem.
All right. Let's mention the nominees. The nominees for the Best African Music Performance. This is the second year this category has been introduced. We have Ashake and Wizkid with MMS. We have Davido, Chris Brown, and Loj with Sensational. We have Burna Boy with Higher. And we have Yemi Alade with Tomorrow and Love Me Jeje by Thames. All right.
There's something you did, Emmanuel. I don't know if I should pull it out.
Yeah, I don't think you need to, but go ahead.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So when you were calling you obviously you called the big three out top of your head. Then the next thing you're looking at your paper, and then we have you read Yemi Alade on we are on this space together.
Why are you fixating on? Anyway, but yeah, man. Any surprise? Well, I'll go first and say it was a pleasant surprise to see Yemi Alade here. I mean, out of all the names on this category, this was the one that didn't necessarily fit that, would I say, the glossy pop aesthetic of the others. So it was good to see an artist that didn't necessarily have that mark with the songs to still essentially be in the nomination, in the conversation, based on the merit of the material itself. And I'll go as far as saying when it comes to actually meeting the quotas and meeting the description of that African essence, it stands out. Other songs essentially have fusions, and which is beautiful and they're good. But I think Yemi Alade's Tomorrow essence is, I guess, it's fitting the category in a lot of sense, if that is worth anything. But anyway, man, any other thoughts on this one? It was interesting not to see Shwalabam as well. I thought that was a very very to not see Shwalabam and to see Higher instead from Burna, and which was pretty interesting.
I just want to say when I say Higher, I was going to go number one. People laughed on this piece. That's all I want to say.
Wait, do people laugh at Higher? I mean, if you could take your guess, it would be Shwalabam over Higher.
This is the first time I'll say you should read your handle. Can you rest?
No, but I think it was fair to say that most people would expect Shwalabam just based off of the success and the dominance of the song in the year.
Most people, I didn't expect it though.
Shwalabam?
Yeah, I didn't. I'll give my reason later, but I want you to finish up.
I think we can go around, of course, and see what
my reason.
Yeah. Wait. Are these songs judged based on how they perform in the world?
No, it's not. It's not. Let's add that. Let's add. It's not on the books. It says it's not. But we all know that when it comes to campaigning, because essentially they have to campaign to the people voting, it helps if your song is a lot more recognizable. Any other thoughts on the African music performance category before we move over to the albums?
I was actually shocked about MMS.
Shocked about MMS, eh?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was shocked. Yeah.
Out of all songs that came out, like that one, anyways, I feel like this is just the battle of who has the best campaigner, because now that I know that is campaign heavy, because before I used to think that it was just a group of people that used to just select songs, but now I know you have to have people that will campaign for you or more. Is the battle of the campaign spirit. So Nigerians are good at campaigning when it's time to campaign. Right. But yeah, I think I was actually shocked about it. But
yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, Michael.
With regards to your point about campaigning, do you mean like campaigning in the sense that you have to know one of the people that are on the seat?
You have to know all of the people that are Grammy voters. voting members, and you have to convince them that they should vote for you when it comes to their doorstep.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there are rules around your campaigning too. There's a whole
You cannot give gifts.
process.
You
Yeah,
cannot. They have different rules.
Hmm.
but
their
How do you
techniques?
sorry,
You
sorry
you
for
go wet
interrupting. Go
ground.
on.
You go
So
guys
if I
wet ground.
transfer
That's what
give
it means.
J1
You go
open,
wet
sorry,
I
ground.
don't
guys, let's reduce the overlap as much as we can. Once you hear someone talking, please. All right, you want to chime in? I know, Michael. You were asking another follow up.
Yeah, I wanted to ask specifically with, I mean, I've always wanted to ask this question, but I feel like this is like the wrongest time to bring up his name. But basically, the reason why I'm going to mention Didi is because like um I'm not even trying to like set agenda or say anything. Just hear me out, please.
I beg, Ima, when you're doing
I'm
Are you joining Speed Darlington
remove
in
me.
Bro,
in
no, no,
jail?
Ima,
You
no,
want
no,
that's
no,
you
what
no,
want to join
that's
Speed
what you're
no,
about to
Darlington
do,
in
no.
bro.
jail?
Because that's what you're
Just
about to
please
do. In case
listen.
you don't know.
So I'm trying to say like
Better
in the
Ima, when you're doing your video edit, remove
Can you
me
guys
from this
please
part.
keep?
I'm
Okay, that's it. Please, I beg. I think God beg you people. Michael, go ahead and say what you were saying. Thank you.
I'm just trying to like I'm
Michael, don't mind me, man. Sorry. Hello, Michael. Are you there?
Not you
Michael,
lot
They
trying to
don't, they
silence
don't knock Mike
Michael.
here now. They don't
Michael,
hold
please
Mike
go
here for that
ahead.
side now.
Sorry. So what happened to Diddy again?
Yeah, I was being muted, but now I can speak now. I was just trying to understand the mechanism because obviously, Diddy must have been involved in like campaigning for him. So basically,
Yes.
what you guys are saying is he probably knew somebody on the table and then
No,
tried to
it's
like
not.
maybe
It's not.
fist
It's
up
not
on
just
around.
one person, Michael. So the
Okay.
way it works. So Didi is actually a voting member,
Oh, okay, he's a
A
voting
Grammy
member
voting
himself.
member. So
Okay, okay.
other voting members, you go and campaign to voting members. Didi had a personal hand in Bonner's project and Bonner's stuff. So yes, he probably had a hand in helping convince other people that they should
Okay.
vote for Bonner. So that is just how it works, and that's how it works with every other team. Sometimes, like, you're not meant to necessarily solicit votes, and if I remember correctly, the way they talk about soliciting votes is vote for me, I'll vote for you, or situations where they talk about like gifting people things so they can vote for you. Those I believe are not allowed,
Yeah.
but it's literally campaigning. It's like you're running for electoral office, like the same way somebody is campaigning to get voted for is the same thing that you are doing. The difference is there rules of interaction. So is somebody making a poster and say, I have been nominated for XYZ category. This is why you should vote for me. Sending them your music, sending them things about you so they vote for you. So yes, Didi was a big part of campaigning for Bonner in that process.
All
And
right.
Didi is popular enough that it worked.
All right.
Cool.
That's enough.
Yeah, that
That's enough.
yeah,
Diddy
I
said
said
in
that's
one
that's all I
space.
wanted to ask about Didi. No, nothing
All right.
else.
Appreciate it. Yeah, man. Any other thoughts on the African music performance category? Is anyone surprised enough to see Ira in this conversation with any of
Yes.
her
Seeing
efforts?
Ira, but seeing Yemi Alade, but not Ira, was very confusing.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
disagree.
I won't say it's confused. I mean,
Wait,
to
wait.
be honest, a lot of this categories, or a lot of the names that go into this category are in the what you would say are the Afro pop landscape, or in some sense, and they have some form of like relevance in that in today's music, rather than the actual text of the category, which it's open to every genre, every soundscape, and obviously it's not based on metric. It's not based on the most, like, the top 5 most streamed songs in Africa. I don't. That's not the approach here. It's just based on musical excellence. So it obviously goes to show that there was a lot of effort from Yemi Alade's end to make this possible. So it goes back to the campaigning efforts, who is a lot more forthright about making that happen. You obviously she has gotten in some rooms since when this category has been created, and it just makes sense that she fits the mode, and essentially why she's here. And it's a pleasant surprise to see that again she can campaign for it and essentially get here and it wouldn't be that shocking to see her win it as well, because like
Yeah.
it would obviously come from
It's gonna be shocking,
it
but
could come
it's
from.
gonna be shocking.
I know. I'm just saying from the possibility, like if it happens, it won't be like it won't come from a place of, oh, this person had a bigger song, so he had to go there. Yeah, it just goes back to who is campaigning more efficiently in this particular category, and who's going to score those amount of votes, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. All right.
Yeah.
But I can see someone be like, yeah, Ira, over Yemi
But
Alade would be
Ira,
surprising, but I don't think it even has to be directly Yemi Alade spot that needs to
yeah.
be like
I
situated
think
for Ira.
Ira over MMS, but that's just a personal
All
opinion.
right.
But
Yeah.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
I just feel like, can I just ask what song Ira submitted for this
Ira submission. That's the thing we need to even talk about.
commas. Yeah, but we spoke about it in
We spoke
the
about
last
it.
space.
Yes.
Yeah, and I said that I don't understand why she didn't submit Last Heartbreak.
We were not big fans of her, for your consideration. There were a few placements where like, ish. But I'm trying to remember what exactly she submitted for this category.
I think it was commas for this one, if I'm being honest. It was either commas or
yeah, she did commas for this one.
Yeah.
She did commas for this one, which was essentially the attempt here. Which is a fitting attempt for her to submit there.
For that one, yeah, it's very fitting. But I forgot where she should have put Last Heartbreak Song. I don't know.
Yeah, that was R&B.
R&B.
That was the R&B conversation. Yeah. But anyway,
I don't know. Commas. That's also a fair argument that it's not a strong enough submission. But then it just makes me wonder why everybody else submitted, because like. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Schwalabam is not part of the year in consideration, right?
The Schwalabam remix was.
It is. It's not, right?
Schwalabam remix should be.
I don't know.
Even the original, I think.
Both of them are.
Yeah.
They both
the original would have been
it.
enough.
They submitted it, but sorry.
Wait, did you? Are you sure Tito them submitted it?
Yes. Now it was like, I think, wasn't no album talks. What site that released the ones that were submitted, right? Like the song submitted, and
yeah, they did. I'm seeing it now from. I just went to their page after sharing it.
Yeah,
they did submit it with Brenna. Yeah,
I wanted to even say something concerning this Ira. Look, I've always said it, like, in as much as we want to look for the reasons why the rooms or the parlors or the kitchens where people are entering, truth of the matter is, I've always said it before, like, the Nigerian music industry is highly, competitive. A lot of every year, big names are going to be left out more and more, because there's a lot. There's no, these big 3, big 4, there's literally big 20. Do you understand? And let's not forget, the big 3 did not drop any project this year. If they did, some names that we're seeing now will probably not even be there. Do you understand? So we need to give credit to our industry and understand that when it comes to awards, it's a select few. Just like when Katie came up and was talking about top 50 to top 100, and you cannot go over top 100. That's just it. You cannot say there are only 100 good songs, right, in the country. There are probably over 300, but top 100 is top 100. Some left out. It's the same thing. You can see there are only 6 top African performance songs. But if the category has options for only 6 songs, as the case may be, or 5, then a lot of songs be out. That's just the things about award.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yep, so, that's the harsh reality of the game.
So shout out to Ira, but then it is what it is. It's not like she didn't campaign heavily or she wasn't in some rooms. It might also be that they just have to. It's just like a cutoff mark. Some other, the ones that were not nominated, no, it's not like they're not big. It's just that other people have to be.
It's very possible the campaign wasn't aggressive as it needed to be.
Exactly. So this or that, yeah. Exactly.
But anyway, I guess we can move on from the African music performance.
No, we didn't speak of the. We didn't speak of. So there are people saying, what's it called? If Chris Brown wins, it's going to be a problem.
Yes. Oh yeah. Are there people?
Cannot gloss over that. Gloss over that.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
I won't lie to you. Yeah, because Dave said I want him to win.
We brought this point last time, right? When we were doing the predictions. Yes, we can.
Anyway, I give you 100.
Yeah, and Yeah, like, did you want to say something, Ivy?
Yeah, about the boy. Yeah,
About
about the
Chris Brown?
question Tyler
Yes.
raised. Yeah, Chris Brown.
Sure, go ahead.
I feel like on this particular appeal, I think every one of us are already predicted, or let me use a deeper word, prophesied this happening before. I checked the video when the nomination list was dropped, and I liked the reception. Even though a lot of persons were coming from a place of majority of the conversations that happened that night was coming from a place of peace, and I was expecting deeper conversations, like why was Chris Brown there and all. But since people are not talking about it, it's interpreted to the fact that yes, we are ready for that particular stage whereby persons can decide to tap into the African scene and get to the peak of wherever it is. And speaking about Chris Brown being the one nominated, I feel like that man has contributed heavily to the African music scene. And I feel like if there's a something to like competition from that angle, he is one that deserves it.
It's
I
not even,
mean, he
it's
has
not even
given
from
it.
that angle to come up with. It's an
Yeah, that's the angle. Me,
yeah,
like that's where my own opinion is coming
it's
from.
an Afrobeat song. It's a song that
It's an
takes up
Afrobeat
a lot
song,
of
yeah.
Afrobeat elements and R&B, of course, and we have two names of artists that are there as writers, as singers on it, and I think some production credit too, as well, for some
Mm.
Nigerians on that too. I
Yeah,
might be
but
wrong.
So
just
I just want people to know that if eventually he wins it, or the song, don't even use E right now, the song wins it, niggas shouldn't come on the TL and start blabbing that Afrobeat has fallen off or we are
Oh, we're going to
reaping
see that.
what
People are going to
we
act
sow.
surprised.
But that's dumb.
I know.
Because when he will come to the TL, because I already know a
I
lot
like
of
the way he
persons.
said that's dumb. Do you know
Yeah.
the app?
100%, 100. Love you for that, Larry V. Like no be this, but love you for
Because
that.
niggas are going to come on the TL and especially the
Yeah.
banger boys and be like,
No, listen to
eh,
Johnny. We are literally cause like we would just 3 days ago we're just fighting about people talking about who is a songwriter and now only you with a song writes. Why you posting the picture of the song you song wrote? You really think
Like
this
bro, like
of
Pepe.
Chris
Pepe.
actually
I
what?
actually feel that there is some Nigerians just wake up in the morning and want to get angry at something about music
Yeah, like it's not
exactly,
even on
bro.
some like
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
expect
because
it and
because
brace for
And
impact.
you
Really,
see,
that's
I feel
really it.
like you see the level of deep thing they are going to go what do so you deep. expect From
Sorry,
almost 300
BSH.
million people?
Yeah. Anyway,
So
I
I feel
think
like
once the arguments come, I'm of the opinion to be in the minority. Hopefully to be the
Emma,
minority.
no now, come on
I
now.
said
Emma,
hopefully.
we know the usual suspects.
But
Let's be
yes, the
No,
honest.
usual
actually,
suspects will definitely
The
show
ones
who
that
they
will
are.
carry a whiteboard and marker
Okay,
and say I told you so.
Lumsey. Okay, I said Lumsey.
No, what's it called? Like
Um,
the truth of the matter is like last like we will see those arguments if he wins, and
yeah,
we will
See,
just have to move past it
let
because
me
so
even
I'm
that's
just
just
actually
drop.
another day.
shocked because
And
I've
plus,
never heard of an argument about, no, not that I've never heard. I think it's just, in recent times with this whole him performing in South Africa being an issue. But like I don't think I've heard of any African complaining about, or Nigerian anyways, complaining about Chris Brown
being
and
nominated.
his
Nah, nah,
association
yeah.
with
I was
and
on
his
his
no,
space. I was
association
on
with
his space.
Afrobeats.
no, now it's
I was
different
listening
to
to his
say like
space.
Nah,
his association with the music and helping to push the genre by collaborations is
let me
different
even.
than him possibly
Yes,
winning a Grammy
100%,
based off of
100%.
an Afrobeat collaboration. That one
I
is
will
a
understand. I will understand the argument if he was the only one that's making an Afrobeat. If
No,
you know
like
what I mean. If
now, let me
if it
give you
didn't
context.
feature Davido or Loj. By
Now,
the
let
way,
me
I
give
did
you
not
context.
know. Wait, hold on. I did not know Loj
Okay,
was on that song. But
uh,
what do
like,
you mean you did not know
it,
Lojo was on the song?
I probably didn't.
Pepe
I
is
thought it was
now he knows
actually.
what she's doing now. You go ahead, don't
No, no,
worry.
no,
Now,
no, no,
nice
no,
one.
not in a rude way. I swear to God, like I did not know Loj was on Sensational. Like until the whole Grammy nomination thing came
I
out. But
mean, I
anyway, that's
agree.
a
You
by the
didn't
way.
understand what T-Pain meant. So since then, I've been giving you lots of, like lots of
I beg,
passes.
I
It's
beg,
fine.
I beg, I beg.
So, anyways, Emmanuel, I want to just even give context. Like, see, Nai, it's not even about Chris Brown. There's this thing with Nigerians trying to act like I know what will happen in the future. That's literally what it is. It's like if you don't protect what we have now, somebody will come and win an award.
Please.
Bro,
Yeah.
If we are
God
literally
bless you. Use
saying
the right word.
if we're
Yeah.
Protect.
literally saying
Yeah,
Afrobeats to the
protect.
world, then
Yeah.
obviously because
The world is going
Thames
to adopt it.
Thames is literally nominated in an R&B category. I don't see people open space in the US and say, nah, why we Thames? You get what I'm saying? Like Burna Boy was nominated for hip hop, blah blah blah.
Melodic rap. Yeah.
Joe Budden did not open podcast and say lie. He cannot win. Why will he win? I can understand people trying to, but the thing is, if you say your genre is global. See, when you even say I can understand if Chris Brown was alone. Yeah, that one even annoys me. I said because of what Kanye West said. I even want one guy, as in some guy without just maybe get P Prime and SARS in the studio, record an Afrobeat song and win an Afrobeat award. Let us go and cry. It's
Yeah.
literally a global sound now. So what's this gatekeeping? We can still R&B, still dancehall, still this one. But when it comes to other people, it's music for crying out loud, right? People
Yeah.
will compete with you. People will jump on your songs
Mm-hmm.
and win the award. You get what I'm saying? Even though for the fact that there's going to be war on the TL if that song should win it.
Yeah.
I want
the
Chris Brown to win it. Like
the
he's
only
literally
reason
done a lot
the only
for the
reason
for the culture. So yes,
the,
why shouldn't he win it?
Mm-hmm.
the only reason that I don't think there'll even be war, well, amongst Nigerians is because number one, their fave is a featured artist on it. And number two, I feel like the whole argument about everyone like not affiliating with Afrobeat shouldn't be hurting everybody with this African Grammy anymore because should be everyone is fusion. So if you like Afro country, we never hear from your side though. Afro rock, or you have an opportunity, you go to your fusions, go to your fusions and win your Grammys there. So I'll be very shocked if I see anyone complaining about it.
Go to your fusions is so funny. All
He's
right.
for I swear,
All
now he
right.
killed me.
Speaking of other names because now we're talking about Chris Brown. It made me remember Usher had a moment with Fields as well, Ruin.
Yeah.
That could have obviously it was campaigned for this, and I saw in other award shows it was nominated in Best Afrobeats. I think was it Billboard Awards or
VMAs. It was the
Yeah, I
VMAs?
VMAs.
It
think
was
so.
VMAs.
VMAs. VMAs
VMAs,
where
yeah.
Fields and Usher's Ruin was nominated. It was interesting not to see it grab a nomination here as well for Best African because I think it was submitted too. But anyway, regardless, congratulations to all the nominees. Who do we think is picking up? Anyone to throw in their names
Chris
yet?
Brown.
Chris Brown?
That's the point. Chris Brown. Yeah, no, because I feel like he really deserves it, man. And he took it to like an extra layer in terms of his dancing on stage. He has a dance to it.
Yeah.
This is like if Michael Jackson, I might sound crazy, but this is like if Michael Jackson tried to do Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Right. So we've not seen people do songs and like dance stuff to it since P Square.
Oh man,
I
man, they
We've not
just
seen
I
people do
carry
this
the
think
shit since P
award.
Square. We've not
I
seen
I
people do
think
this
Carry the
since P
award,
Square.
give
So
Can we
I
talk?
really
Can
feel he
we?
deserves
Can
it.
we? Can
I
we talk
I,
about
I
whatever
hear you.
we talk about and remove Michael Jackson
Carry the
from the
award, give
conversation?
Yemi
Let's go.
Alade. Which one be Michael Jackson
Okay,
now? I
so
know
so
they.
Ah, man.
so who else is rooting for
I
Yemi
think
Alade?
Yemi
For me,
Alade. I
Because
don't
cause
want
I'm
for
problem.
rooting for
bias,
Yemi
I want
Alade
peace.
because of from a
for
sentimental
bias sake,
standpoint.
Emmanuel,
I
I don't
think
want problems. I
I
don't want
no,
think
problems.
Thames
yeah,
is
Just give
gonna
Yemi
win it.
Alade.
I think
Can I
Thames
for
is
make a
gonna
bias,
can
win
I
it.
make a controversial
Yes, very
like
controversial.
I think what's gonna happen is that Thames is gonna win it because she's not gonna win R&B.
Mm.
Just they
No,
play.
I don't think about that because
Thames is
the
going
last
zero. If
time
Thames does
we
not
had
win
the
R&B, she know they win
on this
African
space
performance.
I don't
on
think
this
Ever.
she's winning
space
R&B
we
either though.
no never know never say never.
I
I
never
actually
say
don't think
never.
never say
I never say
never, but
never,
I
but
No,
don't
guys,
think
she's
it's
it's
not.
definitely
It's not
punching up.
about. It's not about
happening.
never say never.
No,
Did you guys?
I
Did
actually
you
think
guys
she
see
has
the
a
people
chance.
she's nominated with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Residuals.
thing.
Not about
Residuals,
number.
they
It's the
there.
people
Oh.
she's nominated against that you should be worried
Come on.
about.
Thames go
Exactly.
one extra, but I did tell you.
Anyway, I actually think Thames is going to win this category, not because I think she's going to lose the others. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think they well I we said that about the reason why they moved Tyler from so categories because she's going to get the nomination. Where is she now? But like I feel like it's not about that. I think it's more about um Thames' performance on Love Me JJ has been going viral a lot,
Yeah.
and especially with her shows on, is it Jimmy Fallon or whatever, like kind of shows that she's been having to perform Love Me JJ. I think it's is a very reputable and recognized song, which kind of fits well with the category, in my opinion.
Right.
So yeah, I think Thames is gonna win
I
that
won't lie,
category.
yeah. I feel like Thames has a better chance of winning the R&B and African performance. Remember today, that R&B, I think she has a big chance of winning it.
Emphasis,
Yeah.
Who
emphasis on
is on that
performance.
R&B category again?
For best
Now that
R&B song.
Beyonce is not on the category, I think she has a good chance.
This yeah, nice one there.
There was Leon Thomas. There was Leon Thomas with Mutt on that one. Let me pull it up though. The nominees. But she was obviously up against bigger names.
Yeah, but like
in the R&B
I
space.
prefer the
I hate
songs
to
and the
say
names.
it, but Mott is the first, like, it's the first Leon Thomas project that I actually do not like.
Wait, I was actually just
Yeah,
hold that thought.
so for the best R&B song,
It was
she's up against SZA. You people are playing.
Caesar Saturn,
SZA, Kalani,
Money
Coco
Long.
Jones, and Money Long. But
I don't
The
think she's up
money,
against the people,
is
bro. She's up
Caesar,
against the
when
songs.
okay,
Yeah,
I
the
think
songs.
people are
Yes.
okay,
like surprising the people.
Lumsy, tell me one thing that is better than Saturn that came out this year. Just tell me
Exactly.
one
So
song.
no.
We
So
don't have to
let me
do
answer
this,
you.
guys.
No. Wait, no. Hold on. Let me answer you straight up, right?
Oh God.
Tell me the reason why Beck in 20, I think it was 2013, should win over Beyonce. Tell me the reason why Hosier, Take Me to Church, will win. See, the thing is, when it comes to the Grammys, yeah, and things like best R&B, is except the person is Taylor Swift, which we know that if Taylor Swift is in your category, OT Lord, just go home. Apart from that, and
Not
Beyonce,
true. Beyonce is gonna win album of the
yeah,
year.
Apart from that, yeah, they will always shock you in album of the year, song of the year, R&B, so and so. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the Grammys for you. That's why I feel like, in as much as you are
I actually
correct
agree.
in our ears, but you see when it comes to the Grammys, all these best R&B, best, all these like all these they always want to promote. That's why I feel like Thames has a bigger chance there than even the African, because the African performance I think is very clear, like from consistency, like how it is done. You get the Umbala Umbele, and I feel like it probably might be
Bro,
higher
this
or
is the
MMS.
second. This is the second year we have the best African music
Yeah. From like
category. And
last year.
wait. Listen.
Yeah.
The Wombala doesn't apply to this. Last year it was Water that won. The most listened record in the most penetrated song in their market. And when you're looking at this list, Sensational is that song. When you're looking at this list, Sensational or Love Me Jaja can come close to it.
I mean,
and
if they told you that Water was going to win, like in as much as we're Nigerians and we're rooting for Davido,
I'm
I don't
just
think we're
saying. I'm just
surprised.
saying. This is the second year. We don't know exactly how they're going to be handling this category and what exactly they'll be prioritizing. If they'll be prioritizing musicality versus impact, we don't know. But so far, it shows with the 1 year that we've had, it shows impact stands the biggest quota, or at least biggest factor. It might just be so that it happened to be that case for that year. This year we might get some surprises. You never know, but yeah, I think the tides will lean towards Chris Brown or Thames for this one, in my opinion. But just from out of the actual essence of the category, I think Yemi Alade's song captures the essence the most, just from the musicality and the presence of the song itself. I think it would be,
so that we can have peace on this app.
Yeah,
that's most important.
But otherwise, may the best campaign win at the end of the day, man. May the best campaign win. All right. Should we talk about global music album category?
Yes, please.
I'm so happy for Rema.
Yeah, man. I mean, already the album had already done its bit. Like we talked about it, and I love that this kind of even reflected some of the conversations that we had about about that category last week, or the time where we talked about predictions. I remember someone brought it up that it's what's facing in their market, or it's what's facing in their ecosystem that they'll really acknowledge. And granted, Rema's album was very, very Nigerian facing. I don't think there was effort obviously to crack the US market, but it didn't show up on Billboard. It wasn't necessarily a American receptive album. So many people will kind of overlook the album getting nominated. But like I said, like I pointed out the other time we're talking about it, this categories, or at least the Grammys that we have today, is not the Grammys of like say 4 or 5 years ago. There's a lot of African presence and advocates in the conversations now. So it's going to be shifting towards what's actually connecting with us more. So it was nice to see that that was kind of confirmed with this Rema nomination as well, to see that you don't necessarily have to cater to the American markets in order to get recognized in that category. So it's kind of a nice indication for that. So big
But
congrats
Emmanuel,
to Rema, man.
I have an observation though, and I
Yeah.
think you should look into it, right? So I know
What are
that
you
this is the
saying?
second time. Yeah, I thank you for reminding me that this is the second time of the African performance. So yeah,
Yeah.
but using last year and also for the global, I think global has been 5 years now or six, if I'm not
Global has
mistaken.
been since the 90s, but it was
Since
the
the
world
90s, sorry. No, I'm
music.
talking about the yes. I'm saying like when they rechanged the name, yeah. But I'm saying like since then, yeah, has it ever happened that, for example, okay, let me just make the point very clear. MMS was nominated for African like performance, yeah.
Yeah.
But the album was not nominated for global.
Mm.
Now, Rema's album was nominated for the global like album, but like no song
But no
was
song was nominated for it. Yeah.
nominated for the yes, exactly. Like I feel like it's a weird year because Burna Boy nominated for his album nominated, his songs nominated as well in the African, and Whiskey as well. His album nominated, his song was also nominated Essence. So is I don't know, like I just feel like what you said like makes absolute sense now, whereby it's like it's more about the impact of the album rather than the you know rather than songs, streams, doing well in the US or so. It's like the
Yeah.
album was the album was talked about
Mhm.
more than the songs. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rema for that one. To be honest, I'm very proud of him.
Obviously,
Yeah.
someone who's compensated. I don't know why you're making excuses.
I said compensated before, and then people attacked me. But then I was trying to make a point.
I think
Okay.
Now you're attacking me again for saying shout out to Rema. It's fine.
okay. I
I'm
got
on
you.
Taj.
Sorry.
How you doing, bro?
So
Shout out
Taj,
to
you
you.
want
I
to say
do.
something?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think there's an agenda for the his album.
There's
I
a
think
there's an agenda
I
for
think there's an agenda for
everything,
his
bro.
album. I think I mean obviously I have no backing of this, just my own theories. I think not once again not speaking towards the quality of the project because it is what it is. It's done what it has done. I think there's a message that wants to be sent about the retaining of like the whole Rema agenda is an agenda that the whole industry can get behind. And I think people who lobbied for the album votes, I know somebody who voted in that category, and like a lot of people agree with the sentiment that Rema shares or that Rema drove across that album. And I think that is part of the reasons why it got really lobbied to be at the to get a nomination. I think that's the message of retaining the local roots.
Sounds good.
Exactly. Like in a nutshell,
It's
you're saying you
it's
can do Nigeria, do African. You
yes.
don't have to pander. You don't have to like
And I think a lot of
do.
execs built in categories that are African, especially the ones that are Nigerians, the ones I know, I think they all agreed with that sentiment to an extent. I think a lot of
So
even fellow
that's what I mean
artists.
by agenda. It's more
Yeah, that's what I meant.
not
Not like
necessarily
I mean
agenda.
like
It's
there
more
was
like the narrative that
the
comes with the
narrative. Yeah,
album.
I think Rema's project is there to drive that narrative, and it's a great narrative that I think a lot of people needed, and a lot
Yeah.
of people are ready to get behind.
Mhm.
I don't think he will win it because I think it's be a long shot,
Yeah.
in general. But I
That
think
that, that
Rema getting
category
the
is always a long shot now for any
fair.
Nigerian.
Yeah, I think it's a long shot. I think
Sorry, man. Can you like put up the nominations again, just so that I juggle my memory? Yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
Taj.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's more so. Yeah, I think the narrative is what's driving the project being there. I think at the end of the day, I think if there's any conversation that'll be going on there, it will be for Thames. I think she'll be the one to win that because she might not win the R&B or the African performance, but I can see them giving her the whole project
Yeah.
as a form of accolade there. But yeah, that's just my own little like contribution. Like
Yeah.
Charles Rem, I think that narrative was a strong narrative and it resonated with everybody. I think everybody appreciated that and it worked in his favor to get that nomination.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a Grammy behind the scenes person, but I don't want it to only be conflated to the narrative. I think the quality of the project was also,
Yeah.
a driving force to why it was nominated as well. Of course, the narrative helped, and he also helped push that narrative himself. Any award show, he was always talking about, Africa and, the music and everything like that. So
Right.
100% the narrative is there, but I do think the quality and I would say people may say it's not versatile, but his versatility in the sound, I think, did it for is a justified reason as to why it went on top of the narrative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
I believe,
definitely.
I
I
believe.
think I'm not taking away the quality aspect of the conversation
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
just a
Like, I'm
factor.
not. It's just a factor that I'm speaking about. I think the music is still good enough to get there. I just think narrative is also a very heavy part of this conversation for his. But just want to point out honestly, and trust me, if Rema wins
I
this,
mean,
trust me, he will be the ultimate winner out of all of this.
I
'Cause
mean, to add to that, why I believe the narrative supersedes the quality is what we
I
just
don't know.
mentioned.
I see
Hold
Born in
on,
the Wild going.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Go
but
ahead.
Born in the Wild stands a great chance of
no, I
course.
think that's where any conversation where I think that's where they will give her that award. Because it's the safest place for the Grammys to give her, and like there won't be any pushback.
Who
Montage. Taj, I
else
don't
is
know why you are being
nominated in that
political. Oh. Like, say your mind, Taj, for real.
who
Can
else
you
is
hear me? Can you
nominated?
hear me?
Yes. Epic we can.
So it's Rema's
Wait,
album.
but
It's
can you get Epic?
Yeah, we can.
I can't. Oh, Epic is speaking. Okay, I can't hear him.
No, he's not speaking right
No,
now.
he's not speaking
But once
now.
he said, "Can you guys hear me?" We could.
Oh, okay, then I couldn't hear
No,
him. I'm
I was
sorry.
talking at some point, but Belema
I think
jumped
you
in.
were
But yeah,
mute.
like, go ahead, go ahead.
Sorry,
Sorry,
you're
go
probably
ahead,
mute.
Belema.
Yeah,
Belema.
sorry. What's the nominations?
Okay, so
Belema.
do you want to mention the nominees for the best global music album?
Yes, you can go ahead. I had muted because I thought you guys said Epic was speaking because I couldn't hear him.
Okay. All right. So we have Antonio Rey, who is an artist from Spain. He's a Spanish guitarist that is nominated in that category. We also have an album called Ciro Hurtado by an artist called Paisajes or yeah, it's probably a Spanish name.
You know even Sabi pronounce.
Wait. Sorry, I was mixing up the artist name and the album. Actually, is Ciro Hurtado is the artist name, and he's a Peruvian guitarist.
Emmanuel, nice one day. Nice one day.
And and we also have Royal Philharmonic Orchestra and Matt B. Matt B is an American artist, but the orchestra is from the UK. So it's just interesting to see that. But I'm sure it's mostly classical music essentially. And
But I feel like from the past.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, no, I was gonna say
From the
Emmanuel
past,
to
I
even
feel
help
like it
you.
was.
Oh, so sorry. I was gonna say to even help you. I've pinned it up here as well.
Yes,
But
thank
Oh
you.
yeah, thank you, because Emmanuel, I was hearing
it's
Yoruba
Oh
language.
boy.
No,
I
Emmanuel,
got to
that one,
hear,
Belema was
I
Emmanuel,
going
got
that
to
to
one
pin
hear
it.
is
Jabi Alonso,
Pasajes.
Pedri from your mouth.
Wait,
What's
hold
good?
on. That one is Pasajes, and then the other one is
Pasajes.
Historias de un Flamenco.
Oshé.
So it's a flamenco album. That's the one from Antonio Rey.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not
Rema
gonna
and
lie. I
Tunes.
feel like it's from past history of all these global kiniko. They always do the most unique one, whether it's guitarist, someone
Yeah,
that is using a.
you people should be thanking God. What's her name? Angelique Kidjo is not inside.
You
Yeah, I
see,
feel like.
Belema, God will see you see. Oh my God!
It was
I
interesting
If
she
by
wasn't
mistake,
nominated. Yeah.
if by mistake she was here, he's all gone. Yes, all these names you are calling, we just say the winner is. We already know the winner of that award already. That
honestly,
was weird.
from the looks of it, it's looking like the one that has the orchestra because.
But yeah, Emmanuel, please.
Yeah.
Who won last year? Please?
Last
Can
year
you help
was
us out?
I can't remember the.
Know where he's from or the name, please. I know we want to see where he's
Yeah,
from.
I don't know the name, but
Exactly.
it
So
was Shakti. This moment.
yeah, one
Who?
Indian guy
And
like that.
Shakti was 2023. That was when Timeless and them were here. That was that Timeless period. That was 2023.
Yeah.
I told. Oh,
So
who
who
won?
won last
Yeah,
year?
that was last year. Against Timeless. Yes.
We're in 2024
So
now,
By
that,
guys.
It was
2024.
no now.
I'm
It's
sorry,
2024
I'm
Grammys now.
sorry,
It's
I forgot.
2024 Grammys now.
Yeah, that was the last
I'm
Grammys,
very
guys.
sorry. I'm actually sorry.
Ah,
Yeah, true. Fact,
No,
fact.
it's okay. It's okay.
wow. It's
Um,
fine.
but yeah, that was the winner last time around, Shakti. I
And there
did,
was Timeless.
there was
There
Timeless
was
and there
another
was
Nigerian.
Burner.
Uh,
Burner.
those,
I told her.
I told them
it
no.
feels
I
like
told them I'm not going to win. We all knew that, but there was Timeless that we
it feels
all
like
thought.
this. It feels like this. It feels like this category is for like Sonics, like the person that has like the most. We've not
I
heard
think
this in a
Rema
long time
Yeah,
type
demonstrated
of
I
vibe.
just feel like they
To be
just do
honest,
minimal.
But I
this
haven't heard
category this category is all over the place. There's zero expectation for this
exactly,
one.
man.
There's
Exactly.
I couldn't confidently
I think
predict
I think
anything
I think
here
that's
anymore.
I think categories like this are purely agenda driven, man.
Yeah.
Agenda,
Exactly.
compensation,
Exactly. They
narrative
just feel like
driven. Once again,
nah.
if they don't give terms the other one, this is where they compensate.
Yeah.
If they
And
feel like
I
it's
remember
like things like that, like is
yeah.
because for them to confidently put her in like foreign categories and still drop her here, I just feel like there's a
Yeah.
certain level of convenience for them.
My own is Angelique Kidjo did not drop this year, so next year she might probably drop, and all the big three they are dropping. Bye bye. I don't mute.
Anyway, on the context of agenda, even the last year's winner, I think the quote unquote agenda with him was the fact that he hadn't dropped an album in a long time, and he's already
And it
a
was
legend.
released. It was
Yeah,
it was
The man,
released
we were
trend. Like
tired
if you
of
check,
giving Nigerians. We were
yeah,
tired of giving Nigerians.
yeah. It
We're
was
not
a
tired of
legend.
Oh,
It
giving
was a
was
legend
it
from the '90s that hadn't dropped in a long time. So
was it that one
it was
that was it the Indian one?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the guy that won your fave. The guy that won your fave, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was an
remember.
Indian violin player.
I'm not
Anyway,
gonna lie, for that being the reason, it kind of gave me some form of solace, if I'm being honest. Like,
so if Rema
yeah.
picks it up this year, yeah, I think there is a narrative for why it is, in some sense, if you want to connect it to that.
I don't know,
but we'll see.
hate
We'll
the-
see. Speaking of Rema, honestly, sorry, massive snippet that dropped in the last what was it? Yesterday, or the day before.
I swear, it's very interesting how people just call. They said that now their friend around said that that's the most watched snippet. I'm like, this one accolade too.
No, I think
Bro, I don't know. I don't know
piece
the
of my
people
heart
on his
snippet.
team. I don't know the people on his team that are amplifying the whole. I don't want to say his people on his team, but I don't know where the whole comparison with
He has
his
a
quality
whole
and
stand
Whiskey
culture
He
now.
has influencers on retainer. I can tell you.
He has
Bro,
his
like,
own stands too, though.
So what are they doing with the whole Whiskey comparison? Whiskey that's
Bro, they
never
are
been
really
this
counting
good. I'm like,
the
are we
streams of that
joking?
snippet. So they say,
Bro, like they jump streams, say 10 million streams on. I say, what these people do, bro? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, it's FCs that started that snippet, that whole
Conversation
Come on,
about
man.
biggest.
Yeah.
I'm like, our biggest snippets. Hey, I don't die. I don't.
Shout out to all the banger boys out there, man. We see you.
But yeah, I think I just there's just something about the way I'm seeing that song. I feel like it's going to just trigger like something like a wave, and I'm hoping it triggers something good. But you see this soul sample type thing, I think it's going to become a thing after this. Like I can just
It's already
because the
happening
way
before this, though.
It's not already a thing.
It's already a thing.
not with Afrobeats, so.
Ooh, we go back, but
What was last?
Yeah, but then that's one, and we've not had it. Like, do you get? There's like it's like I'm talking
the
about
other
like
one
a
Burna
proper
dropped
like
too now.
reoccurring effect. Like
On top of the world, that be what's the name?
Yeah.
I mean, Brenna did
Brother
a whole
did
album
it in
after.
the whole album, yeah.
Yeah, but like
True.
nobody like it's not, and that's Brenna. You know, Brenna and Rema, like that's how like I don't want to say what I'm saying because it can be called, but then they are innovators like that. Do you understand? Like like they do things first. Like they
Yeah,
create...
but don't attribute it to Rema.
Yeah, I don't think I will attribute it to
How much I
Rema.
attribute it to Rema, but I'm just saying like I can just feel like. But then again, I feel like Brenna is also like a disconnect from like the people. Like I feel like a lot more artists are looking up to Rema musically or creatively than they would look up to Brenna. Do you understand? So I just feel like there can be a lot of
Sorry. Can you phrase that again properly?
Like I'm saying, like I feel like a lot of younger artists now, if they're looking for something to copy.
Oh, younger artists.
Yeah, younger artists, they will look to Rema than they will look to like a Brenna.
No, you're right, actually, because
I mean, it's easier to copy.
No, no, we're not going
No,
to do
no,
that.
that agenda, Jesus.
Uh-uh.
I beg you
That
guys
agenda
want
is
Bernard's
smelling.
trouble.
It's
Hey
easier
God.
to try to be like maybe Michael Essien than Lionel Messi. I mean,
Oh my
Ah,
God.
bro.
No, but anyways, I think that's Epic's agenda. But yeah, I just feel like because the soul sample has captured like the foreign audience on the like I feel like this is what like labels start telling like their artists to do. Like like Nigerian artists who are signed to foreign labels. Like I feel like this is going to be now a thing. Like the way the Sade sample has like pulled in the like there's a lot of American celebrities commenting on that snippet. Like it's really captivating them. Like they're very intrigued by it.
No,
Do you
it's a
understand?
nice way
The
to build a
Shadi
bridge, of
sample now.
course. It's a
The
nice
Shadi sample.
it's a great sample. It's a nice use of it. Shout out to P Prime. P Prime was the producer on that one. And I think it's a nice way to build a bridge culturally, with
Yeah.
with the US audience and where he's coming from. But yeah, like a lot of
Yeah,
but I'll say the sampling thing it's been evident. Especially people are pulling it from their hip hop sentiment or hip hop productions and how we see a lot of soul samples on hip hop beats as far back as Kanye in early 2000s from College Dropout type era. I think it's been evident, or even sampling is just essentially at the core of hip hop, and that has just been adopted and been taken on with so
Yeah,
many
but
many
but Emmanuel,
artists.
you speak like this is something that's been happening. Where has it been happening?
Sampling
No,
has been happening.
no, in Afrobeats
Yeah, in Afrobeats, bro. In
of like soul sampling. Where?
like
I'm looking for
specifically
this song.
soul sampling.
Yes, specifically soul sampling.
Doesn't but it's sampling within our
Be-
culture.
You know
Yes.
what? You know what? You know. But even forget soul sample, we don't sample in Afrobeats like that. Like proper like in Afrobeats we don't. Maximum we interpolate, but like
Interpolates
where?
more.
Yeah, but where do we sample? We don't sample. Actually, I guess sampled this thing. That's probably the only one that we can hold on
Yeah.
to this year. I mean, Thames did Love Me Jada, but that's more interpolation and sampling,
We
right?
saw Pigeon and English with Benson. We saw that sampled a magic exclamation record on Pigeon and English.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, that was last year. Obviously I can't think of them in top of mind, but trust me,
Santi and what's her name?
it's not a what would I say? It's not a it's not
It's
something
but
that
it's
it's not
not.
something that I immediately heard and attributed. Oh, this is gonna be a Rema wave now. Like it has felt like sampling had become a lot more prevalent in the last couple years.
No,
Like
the reason why I feel like it to be a Rema, the reason why I feel like it will be a thing now is just because I feel like
he's more
I feel like
influential.
Afrobeat has. I feel like especially for let me look at the execs. Like I feel like we've been trying to find what works on a global scale. We like there's been no pattern. We can't draw a pattern. We can't recreate
There was a
global
pattern though.
success. Sorry,
There was, and I
what was the
think
pattern?
the guitar loops, man. Like
Okay, yeah,
that
yeah,
was the
true, true,
pattern, and then
true.
people
The
recognized
guitar,
it. People ran it to the death, to the
yeah,
point that it
fair.
doesn't feel like it has any punch
Exactly,
anymore.
and now that's what I'm speaking about in terms of soul time. I feel like now, I feel like they're going to, if this works, obviously, it's
If
not going
this
to come out
works,
and work.
right?
Yeah, I feel like I can see them driving this as well. Do you
Okay.
understand? Like,
Wait, Taj, can I say something? I understand your point, but because of money, your point is going to be obsolete. Because
I was
like,
exactly going to say that.
like
I was going to say
who has the
it's
money
expensive.
to
Yeah,
be
it's expensive
sampling
to
that?
sample.
no,
Yes.
how I said that.
Like,
That's why I said the
like
labels. That's why I said the labels
the
are signed, not just regular artists. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I mean the
yeah,
ones that are
yeah,
signed, the
because
ones that
the
have
ones
money,
that are
of
going to
course.
copy Rema, sorry to cut you off. The ones that are going to copy Rema are like, your point was very very poignant, because when Ease came out, because I do playlists and I do like upcoming artist playlists, I started hearing a lot of like that's like vibe,
Up tempo.
even would I yeah, off tempo vibe and like sampling like Hausa, sorry, type
Yeah,
people.
Right.
The
Right.
Yeah, so
Mara
like the
house
people that
artists.
would copy Rema do not have the money or the right to actually do that soul sampling that you're talking about. But his peers, would they really want to go on that wave as fast as like the people that Rema is leading? Because it's be obvious that this guy is doing what Rema is doing, and it's going to cost like
a mini meltdown with the fans. So like they are not going to like there's going to be spacing. Do you understand? And then even with the spacing, like who really has the money to be sampling all these people? Do you understand? Even if the record labels come in, would they
Well,
get the rights? Like it's very tricky. Even Kanye doesn't like get all the samples. Like if you listen to like there are a lot of leaks online for Kanye, he doesn't get the rights to like all the samples. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like for example, if you go and use Marvin Gaye sample now, his estate will
They'll
bring that
collect
song
everything for
down
you.
faster than you can even say Jack anything. Do you
well, to be honest,
understand?
I
So
think I agree with what you're saying, right? I guess I was speaking to the caliber of artists that can afford it strictly,
Right.
not speaking to.
To the blown boys.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm speaking to
To the
like
blown
I'm speaking
boys
to the
and girls.
Wizkids. I'm speaking to the. We can go down the
But
line,
100%,
Davidos and
100%,
stuff like
Whiskey is
that. I
taking
don't
this.
think
So
I'm
Whiskey
not.
is adopting this 100%.
I
Because
don't
this
think
sounds
Yes,
like
he's
sampling
going
something
to
becomes
give
more
you
Whiskey
one
should
prevalent.
have
year and
done.
run
Yeah,
away.
I think
but
I think
Davido
I
can't, sure, but
Mhm.
I,
whatever.
just I think sampling is needed in our. Jesus. I
Everybody
think
they
sampling
push
is
new
needed
agenda.
in our industry a lot more. I know Sonny. I know like Gordon Tom and his guys, his team have been putting studio like they signed like a lot of
yeah,
like the Adewale
legends.
Agbas and
Hmm.
all of them, and they created camp sessions to actually rework on songs. I think I saw this an artist that is about to drop music. I think from that camp that they sampled an old song. So I think I just
I'm
hope
looking
we
forward to
build
that.
on that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See, I'm looking forward to that. I remember
Yeah,
seeing the
yeah.
list of artists that were there at that camp.
Yeah, I think somebody's about to drop one of the songs. It sounded hard as well, hard record. So I hope we adopt more sampling. Just in case it helps. It's familiar sometimes. It's fresh. It's just recreate ideas and and I hope
And
I just
just
hope
and
things like
do it
this.
well too. It's
Yeah, do
easy
it
to
well at the
fumble
end of the
it.
day.
It's
Yeah,
easy
but the
to
Rema
fumble.
snippet is fire. I feel like every time I see it, I click on it.
Yeah,
Like,
man. I'm excited about that because I don't know. We might have the conversation about Rema P Prime artist producer duos, man. I don't know because Rema has strong synergies with other producers as well. Don't get me wrong. Like his London run has been amazing. Um, he's also obviously kicked off with Ozedicus too. And you can't excuse Andre vibes as well in his catalog. But yeah, I think his moment or his collaborations with P Prime continue to just leave me in awe, man. And I'm excited about this particular record.
Yeah, I'm joking. That's a joke.
Come on.
That's a joke.
All right,
That's
guys,
a
we'll be
joke.
here next week to talk about new music. Appreciate everyone that's able to tune in and dial in on us speaking about music for hours upon hours. I don't know if Belema is still here with us, but shout out to Belema, shout out to Taj, Ms. Watiti, I appreciate you. Enjoy the conversations. And shout out to Weezer Chan that was a guest earlier on. Appreciate him stopping by and then we got into the Grammys, of course, and our reactions to the nominations. And we'll be here next week. Enjoy the rest of your week. Guys, we hit 1,000 on this host page. So appreciate everyone that's following. If you haven't, please follow. Anyway, tap in. See you guys next week. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. We out. Peace.
Bye.